good morning to one and all who presented here. And I'd like to invite Vignesh from CSC department to give the welcome address to our chief guest. Yeah, Vignesh, you can talk.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I'm Vignesh from CSC department. Some stars shine at night, some stars shine bright at daylight. It's our pleasure to welcome one such star, Mr. Nilesh Kumar, who is the co-founder and head of Wisdom Academy, which is located at Chennai. I would like to share some information about our chief guest. He cleared AIEEE JEE mains in 2009. Also, he cracked GATE in 2013, and he acquired PG degree in Government College of Technology. His zeal of educating school children to enter a premier medical and engineering institutions made him to start his own institute at Chennai in 2017. It started off with a strength of 3 students to an institute of 250 plus students now. You are our biggest inspiration, sir. I'm honored to welcome our respected chairman, Mr. S. Jayachandran, and vice chairman, Mr. Naveen Jayachandran. And I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to present ourselves in front of you. Thank you, sir.
Vignesh, you got stuck in the middle there. I guess you had some network issues.
Uh, Ma'am, can I say it again or?
Yeah, it's okay, dear. It's okay. That's enough. And thank you for the welcome address. You can stay here. And
Uh,
yes, sir, we welcome you to give your bill now, sir. You can start it now.
Thank you, J.N.N Institute, for giving the opportunity to me to present myself in front of you. So, without wasting further time, just let me share my screen with you. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. Can you just confirm? Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, this is Nilesh Kumar. And before I introduce myself, let me put forward something in front of you. So the thing is, in today's world, as we see that more and more engineers and more people are graduating every day, there is still a question whether there is employment for them or not. So we come across this kind of ads every day in newspapers or in the articles what we are reading about different unemployment situation in our country. So how the engineering graduates or the other graduates are still unemployed, and the situation of them in the country. But my question to you is that, does India really have the problem of unemployment, or is it unemployability? So there is a vast difference between India having the problem of unemployment and the people who are graduating every year being unemployable. So today in my lecture, I would be clarifying you that whether unemployment is the truth or unemployability is the truth. So if I just look at some survey which I have done, you can also see on the screen that more than 70% of the graduates which are graduating every year in our country, they are unemployable, they are not employable. So our thinking is that there are no jobs, but I want to put it straightforward to you that jobs are definitely there, but we have to make ourselves employable. The three main general skill, that is integrity, reliability, teamwork, which is being found to be missing in many graduates. Apart from that, the entrepreneurship skills, the communication in English, and using of modern tools. These were some missing features in the people who are found to be unemployed. So, yeah, these are also some facts that every year around 6 lakh engineers are coming out in our country. And it is very difficult for the company to find out quality engineers out of it. So, the seats are remaining vacant in the colleges, and the situation of college is also not good. But how to come out of all these things and make ourselves more employable with getting a perfect job? So the requirement of the job market today, that we must understand, that just getting a degree or just knowing our subject, that is technical knowledge, is not enough. We need to have some other skills, some other employability skills, which can make our chances to be very higher in order to get recruited by some companies. So, with all these introduction, let me start my presentation today. And the heading, as I said you, it is how to become an employable engineer, which is presented by me, that is Nilesh Kumar, as told by someone that I'm the co-founder and head of Wisdom Academy, and I also a businessman, so entrepreneur as well as edupreneur. And let us start today's lecture. So, for the next 1 hour, we are going to see the engineering as a career. We are going to define success. We are going to learn some employability skills. I will also tell you how to draw your career roadmap, and will share some information about what are the examinations ahead and how you can take that, and when to start preparing for that. So this would be my lecture for the coming 1 hour. At any point of time, if any one of you feels some difficulty, you can always raise your hand, or you can always stop me and ask your doubts. So I don't believe in like doubts asked in the end. If you wish, you can even ask the doubts whenever you feel you want to ask it to me. So let us start today's presentation, and let us start today's lecture with the first heading, that engineering as a career. So all of you who are sitting here, all the students of first year, you have chosen your career as engineering. So definitely this question should be asked from all of you, that why did you join engineering? What is your goal in life? It's a very important question which needs to be addressed, because there may be some reasons why you are joining engineering. Like it can be by the force of the parents. Many parents are wanting their children to become engineer, so people are joining engineering. Many people, they are trying various options, like they are going for preparation of medicine, they are going for preparation of some other examinations. And since they are not able to get those seats, they are not able to get that cutoff what they require to become that, they come and choose engineering. Or they don't have interest towards doing BSc or other branches, BCom or LLB, and then they end up in engineering. That is another. I mean, I will say that majority of them are in the second criteria, that why they end up doing engineering. Some people may have this curiosity inside them to join engineering, while other, they may think engineering will give them money. If they finish, they'll have some good job in their hand, they can travel a lot, and definitely it is going to give them some status in the society. That is another reason why people are preferring engineering. Very few, I'll say 1 in million, they are doing engineering for making some difference in the world, to change the way the things work. Very few of them. And like some of them are, many of them have the desire of joining a big company, and that's the reason they go for engineering, because they think that if I finish my engineering and go ahead, I can get a job in a big company. And the last one, which I took as the passion for doing engineering, that I want to start something of my own. That's entrepreneurship. So, out of all these points, 7 points, what I've listed, definitely all of you would be coming under any of these criteria. Whether your parents would be forcing you to become an engineer, or they'll be willing you to become an engineer, or maybe the situations like the marks you could have not got for getting into some medicine college, medical college, you would have come for engineering. Or maybe your BSc, that is, you could not don't want to join BSc, so you have come to engineering, or other reasons what I have mentioned here. But out of all these reasons, something would be there for you, that why you have come for engineering. Now, let me show you that what is success and how do you define success. So people, they want to get rich, so they think successful being is being to get rich. If I am rich, then I am more successful. Some people, they are not that mindset of rich, and they think that just if I have a good job in my hand with a decent pay, I am successful in life. And very few of them again, they think that changing the world, doing some change in the world, doing some big thing in the world is making you successful. So now these three questions, that is whether you want to get rich, whether you want to have a job with a decent pay, or whether you want to change the world, this you may not realize today, but definitely after 10-20 years you have to answer these questions to yourself. So today you may be going with the time, with the flow, just finishing your engineering. Now you're in first year, most of you will be in first year. So you'll be finishing your engineering, and then you will be looking for a job, maybe struggling for a job, or you're getting a job by placement, and then you are working there, and then you are progressing there, and slowly, but you will never ask these questions to yourself initially, but definitely there is a time going to come, maybe after 10-20 years, where you have to answer this question to yourself, whether what is your definition of successful. See, there is no one definition of success. It may vary for you or it may vary for me. It's not like everyone have the same definition of success. It's not like that. So being success is defining yourself how you want to be success, and just working for those metrics. So that is how success is defined. Next, as our session, the employability. Like today, I have come in front of you to talk mainly about employability and how to get your chances of increased employability. So, first, you must know that what is employability. So, as clearly written in front of you, that having and using your life skills and abilities to be hired and stay hired. See, by using your skills, what you acquire today, what you have today, you may get hired. But if you want to stay hired, if you want to remain hired, then definitely you need some skills for even that. So, employability does not talk only about getting a job initially, but employability skills also talks about how to sustain in the job, how to continue the job, and how to come out successfully in life. So, let us go to the next part, that is employability skills. Now, it's very simple that employability skill is having proper knowledge in the specific career. Even an electrician can have a proper skill and he may be employable. Even a car mechanic has good skills in his mechanic part and is employable. Even a tea master can make a good tea and he is employable. And even you, as an engineer, you do justice to your education and you will become employable. So, first point which cannot be avoided is that you need to have a very good knowledge in the career what you have chosen to call yourself or to increase your chances of getting employability. So employability skills is having knowledge in the specific career. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. So first point is getting knowledge in the specific career. So I would like to list out some of the universal employability skills which everyone in the universe should have to be employable. Everyone, I'm saying, like whether it is a low level job or a high paying job or becoming an entrepreneur in anything in the world, if you want to increase your employability skills, there are some universal employability skills. So let us talk one by one about different universal employability skills. And the first one, as I am writing it, it is communication skills. So that is the foremost and the most important skills which I feel still lacks in many people who are doing engineering. So you need to develop your communication skills. See, guys, you all are in first year now. You have plenty of time that when you come out of your engineering, you have a decent communication skill. So you need to work on that. You need to talk to people in English. You need to communicate with your teachers and all your friends in English. Improve your communication skills. So that is very important, or the foremost universal skill which everyone should have. If I go to the second point, being self motivated. So like when I was a child, when I was a college graduate, I used to have like my goals in my life, and I used to write on the paper and stick on the wall. That used to motivate me every day. So I'm not saying you do that, but anything which motivates you. You need to be always self motivated. You need to fix some goals, and you have to always dream about it. You have to always be in that motivation that I will be able to achieve it. Suppose some of you want to become an IAS officer. First, you have to dream yourself as an IAS officer and daily think that what I can do as an IAS officer, and then that will make you to be always self motivated. Next, I would say that dedication and hard working. You need to be very dedicated. I would say you need to be very hardworking if you want to get yourself employed. So dedication means if you have some work to be done, that works should be done on time. It at present, like now when you're in first year, whatever works are given to you, the assignments given to you, the homeworks given to you, the lectures given to you, you should do it with full enthusiasm, with full dedication. That is what your today's dedication. And in life, always you need to be dedicated to be employable. So very important skill. Next thing is creativity. So that is another important aspect to being creative. So suppose there are two people, they both are selling some product. For example, two of them are selling tea. I'm just giving an example to you. So one person is giving tea in the normal shop, in the normal cup, that the glass cup, and he is running his business. Another person, he has the same shop, he has the same area, but he tries to be creative, and he makes some thing called as biscuit tea, where he will make the cup with biscuit, and he will pour the tea in that cup, and that cup itself can be consumed with the tea. Now the second person who chose this biscuit tea as the option has actually shown his creativity. He has shown his creativity, and that creativity skill will definitely make his business to grow, or make his chances to grow, employability to grow. So I am coming to tell that every one of you should have some creative skills, and develop the creative skills with time if you want to be having employability skills. Next, a very important point, that is, you have to be very honest, and you have to be very moral. So apart from having communication skills, being motivated, being dedicated, having creativity, if you are not honest, or if you are not moral in your life, you may start with a decent performance, but at one point of time you may have issues in your life. You may have problems in the employability. So you need to be always honest and always moral in your life. You should never be dishonest. So honesty comes from home. No one teaches honesty to you. It comes from small small things that you're doing, and that plays a very important part in your life. So please make sure that you are being honest every time. Your moral is always high. Next, and the last universal skill which is required to be employable is computer skills. You may would have noticed in today's generation that everywhere computer is there. Whether you are electronics and communication engineering, or whether you are aerospace engineering, or whether you are biomedical engineering, or whether you are a civil engineering, any graduate you may be, but every engineering branch requires you to have computer skills. So we are in the generation where computer plays a very important role in our life. So you need to develop the computer skills. It has become a universal skill now. Previously, the computer skills used to come in the special skills. So if I go 20 years back, there were many people, they will not know computers, but still they will have good job in their hand. But not the case today. Today, if you are weak in computers, if you don't know the computer skills, your chances of getting employability reduces. So computer skills in today's generation has become a universal skill. So please make sure that you have a wonderful computer skills, and you are always learning something in computers. Most of you have access to computer nowadays. You will have laptops in your hand. You will have computer labs in your college. Even your mobile phones are there in your hand. Make use of it in a positive way. Get yourself equipped with some skills. You can learn the trending things like machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics. These are the trends which are there in the present situation. You need to update yourself with those trends, and that will be a very important universal skill what can enhance your chance to get employed. I would also like to tell you, I just told you what are the different employability, universal employability skills. Now, I want to just tell you how to build those skills. So, how you can build the skills inside you. So, the first very important point what I want to talk about, which no one minds, is conflict resolution. So, I'll put it in simple words. You may have siblings at your home. You may have brothers sisters with you, and you will have fights with them. That fight, what happens with your siblings at home, may look very personal, but it affects your employability skills. Believe me, it affects your employability skills. So you need to sit with them, you need to resolve the issues, you need to communicate effectively with them, with your parents, with your siblings, and this nature inside you, how you are dealing with your brother, sister, your teachers, your parents, how you are resolving the conflict, that becomes a very important part of employability skills. Believe me, this resolving of conflicts happening at various points in our life. See, we will have conflicts with our, I don't know, with our friends, with our siblings, with our parents. We will have conflicts always. But how you are resolving that conflicts is a very important point, and that builds your employability skills. Next, another important part how to build your skill is to set the academic goals. So you need to make a plan that what you want to achieve. So you have to make a step by step plan. Like, yeah, I need to suppose you are a student of computer science engineering. I want to get placed myself in Google, and you need to set some goals accordingly. Like today, what I have to do, tomorrow, what I have to do, after 1 year, what I have to do, after 10 years, what I have to do, and how to get inside my dream company. So academic goals are very important, which many students are not minding. They are not doing any goaling in their life. But I'm telling you that every one of you, every one of you, all these students who are doing any course, not only engineering, any course, they must set their academic goals. They must set short term goals. They must set long term goals. They must set medium term goals. So, long term goals is the goal what we are going to achieve in the near future. For example, I'm going to get good marks in the examination. That can be your short term goal. Next is medium term goal. When I'm getting my degree finished, when I'm finishing my engineering, I will be employed. That can be your medium term goal. Long term goal, I need to work in Facebook, I need to work in Google, I need to work in Microsoft, or I need to work in Tata companies, some big project, some big thing. That should be your long term goal. So you need to set your short term goal, your medium term goal, and your long term goal. That is very important if you want to achieve something in your life, setting academic goals. Another employability skill which I want to tell you is that you have to participate in some form of community service. You have some social service groups like NSS, we have cadet corps, NCC, we have other clubs. I will always appreciate you, I will always recommend you to dedicate your time towards those services also. It's not only about studying, it's not only about like spending time in mobile phones. Come out of that, come on the streets, see the problems in your community, try to find some solution for that. Dedicate your time, join some NGO nearby, do some good work for a society. See, this kind of participation in community service will make you learn a lot of things which can improve your employability skills. Believe me that joining community service or participating in community service always increases your chance to be employable. So I may sound like why he is saying to join community services. Believe me that being linked with some kind of community service always helps you to improve your employability skills. So you all have joined engineering by any reason, like I listed in the beginning, by maybe parents will, or by you could not get, or maybe you had interest, so you have joined engineering, whatever reason it may be. But now you all have come inside engineering, you are in the first year, you have to choose a career. See, choosing a career, I'm not saying that since you have chosen computer engineering, so I have chosen my career. I'm not talking about that career. I'm talking about again setting goals. So what should be my academic achievement? I need to be the college topper. I need to be the state topper. I need to be the Anna University rank holder. That kind of goals you must set for yourself. So academic achievement, you need to set some goals. You must set some goals for volunteering. Sometimes a teacher may ask you in the class, like, tell me the answer for this. You may know the answer, but you may not open your mouth. You may be just waiting for someone else to say the answer. That is general human trend. We will never be ready to open up. That is not good. You should have the nature of volunteering. You should always volunteer yourself. That is a very important part to be, increasing your employability skills, that you have to volunteer yourself. So please set goals for volunteering, set goals for researching different types of career. So it's not like only getting a job in a private company. What are the different aspects, like some other government examination, whether you are going to go for entrepreneurship, or whether you are going to go for some other thing. You need to set goals for researching different types of career. You need to even set goals for building skills and abilities. So you have to build your skills and abilities. For that, even you need to set your goals. And at the end, very important, definitely very important, you must set goals for earning money. Like what money you want to earn, when you want to earn. Definitely you need to set goals for even that. Let me go to the next thing, and I would like to help you out how to draw your career roadmap. So, like I said, I talked about this short term goal, medium term goal, and long term goal. I want to tell you how to fix it. It's just a example. You can make your own career roadmap. So, for example, if you're studying first year, in the beginning, like first semester, you are there. 1 year from today, you should take a goal, or you should think that I'll be getting good grades at the college. I will get good marks in the college. That should be your first career roadmap. Then you should think about 4 years from now, that I want to get placed in the reputed companies. I want to get a job. That should be your second roadmap, that second goal from today. Then 6 years from now, wherever, see, initially you may or you may not get a dream company. Like you want to work in some big company, you may not be able to get in the beginning, but don't get disappointed. Take a goal, like within 2 3 years of my job, I will be shifting to a dream company. That should be the goal for 6 years from now. You should have a goal after 10 years from today. Like today, 2021, 2031, I would be working as a senior engineer in the company. In a big company, I will be working as a senior engineer. You should have a goal for 20 years from now. In 2031, I would be working as a senior manager, or the project manager, or the product manager in a big company, and I'll be earning a very good salary. And again, 40 years from now, what my dreams, whatever I saw, everything is getting fulfilled. That should be your career roadmap. So this is very important, which we never think about. We just go as the time goes. We should not do like that. What I am going to do after 1 year, what I'm going to do after 4 year, after 6, after 10, 20, 40, everything should have a plan. See, I'm not saying that always plans will fall as you are thinking, but having no plan is not good. So every one of you, I will recommend you that you make your own career roadmap. Your own career roadmap should be made in order to achieve what you want to achieve in the life. It's a very important thing. Then, as I said you, there should always be plan B. Suppose I'm making my career roadmap to get a private job. You should also have a plan B. Maybe like entrepreneurship, you can have in plan B, or getting a government job, you can have in plan B, or going for abroad to study or a master should be in plan B. But should always have some plan B, which should be effective if plan A fails. So it's not like whatever we are thinking and whatever we are doing will always become true, but hard work should never stop, and always you should have a plan B. So after talking about all these things, you people, since you are in first year, you will be thinking like what options I have after first year. I talked about private companies, like what things you can dream of. Let us talk about some examinations ahead. What are the different examinations that you have, which you can face and which you can qualify to do something? I'll explain one by one. The first and the foremost examination for all the engineering graduates is GATE, that is Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. It is available for all the branches. So maybe some for some new branch like artificial intelligence, it may not be there, but you can write under computer science engineering. So for every branch, there is examination called as GATE, like GATE mechanical, GATE computer science, GATE civil, GATE ECE. So this examination will give you two opportunities. One thing, you can go ahead and do your masters in some reputed college. Second, if you get very high rank in GATE, directly you will be absorbed into some public sector. For example, we have NTPC, we have SAIL, Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum. These are some very big Maharatna, Navratna companies which are recruiting students just by the GATE score. So imagine that from today you are preparing for GATE and you are able to qualify GATE with some very good rank after engineering. I can assure you that you will get a job in some big company, PSU, where the salary will be unimaginable. Very high salary, very good lifestyle, with getting some very high rank in GATE. If otherwise, if you get little low rank, you can opt for some colleges. Even IITs, NITs, all the government colleges, every big college is taking admissions in their master's degree through GATE. So I will recommend, whether you want to do masters or not, but please take this examination. It will be very useful for you. Those who are having passion towards engineering. The second very common examination is Common Admission Test, CAT. You would have heard about it. It is for doing MBA. Some of you may be willing to go for MBA after BTech, again to increase your employability chances, or maybe again having some passion towards doing MBA. So some of you would like to be entrepreneurs, some of you may like to become some big managers. So for that, there is an examination called as CAT. We also have other examinations like MAT and ZAT, but I have listed only CAT here because this is the examination which will give you a seat in IIM, Indian Institute of Management, which are again one of the best colleges for doing management in the country. So people get very good paying jobs after finishing their MBA from those colleges. So you can prepare for it. Again, see, you people are in first year, so I'm stressing these things. Like, make your goal. If in your goal you have to do MBA, and start preparing for CAT right from today. You should not delay further. Next examination is IELTS. So IELTS is the examination which is used to get admission in the abroad colleges. Suppose you want to go to US or you want to go to Canada, then you may have to take this examination, which will check your English proficiency. So it won't have any other technical thing. No engineering will be there, no science, maths will be there. Only English proficiency will be there. Your speaking skills, your reading skills, your listening skills, your writing skills. So they will be taking a test on this. And if you qualify with a good score, then many colleges in abroad, they will take you because they want to make sure you are good at English. So English proficiency is checked by IELTS. So you can prepare for IELTS if you are willing to go to abroad for doing your higher education. Not only IELTS, we also have TOEFL. So TOEFL and IELTS both are the examinations which are conducted to check your English proficiency. And many colleges, English speaking countries, like I said, US is there, UK is there, Australia is there. They accept this TOEFL score and IELTS score. So if you want to go for this kind of colleges, you should prepare for this TOEFL and IELTS, or IELTS, based upon where you want to go. Like some European countries, they accept only IELTS score. American countries, they go for TOEFL score. So you have to check like which country is what. But both examinations are very similar, TOEFL and IELTS, where you can like just by knowing English well, speaking, listening, writing, and reading, you can get a chance to study in some very good institution in abroad. Apart from that, if you want to go for some technical degree, some management courses, like if you want to study MBA in some very good college, Harvard University MBA, or you want to go to Oxford University MBA, they may expect you to write this GRE examination, which not only checks your English skills, it checks your reasoning skills, your verbal reasoning, your quantitative reasoning. So for that, we have good books available in the market. You can buy those books and start preparing for it. One more advantage of preparing for this GRE TOEFL is that it helps you in placement also. So when you are good at aptitude, when you are good at verbal, when you're good at language, it helps, it increases your chances to get placed. So this preparation of GRE and GMAT, they both are for getting some technical institutes for management or some other things at foreign universities. So GMAT and GRE are such examinations which will help you in getting a seat abroad for any technical courses. And both these examinations will check your analytical skills. So not only your English, it also checks your analytical skills, whereas TOEFL and IELTS were only for English proficiency. Apart from that, some of you may have a dream to go to defense services. You want to go for Indian Army or Indian Navy or Indian Air Force. So if you want to go for Indian Defense Service, again, you have to keep yourself fit and you have to prepare for UES, that is University Entry Scheme, which will be happened when you are in the third year of your engineering. You will get a chance. There will be a form coming up. You can fill the form, and then they will be calling you for a SSB for an interview. So you need to be very strong. See, what they will check in that interview is your confidence. There will be some very basic questions and not related to your subject. It will be just general questions, your the way of your speaking, your body language, and your physical strength. Obviously, these things will help you in going inside Indian defense. So if you are planning for Indian defense, what examination you have ahead in third year is UES, and after UES in fourth year also you get an opportunity directly by SSB. So you can always opt for Indian defense if you are interested into this opportunity you have. Then we have IBPS examination. If some of you are willing to join banking sector, some like you want to become a probationary officer or specialist officer. It's not like only PO. We have some specific branches for computer science engineering students. They will open for specialist officers category in banking. So you want to write IBPS examination. IBPS examination also checks your English knowledge and your analytical skills, your verbal reasoning and quantitative reasoning. That is what is required for even IBPS examination. Then we have UPSC, one of the topmost exam of the country. If you want to serve the country as IAS officers, you have to go for UPSC. For engineering graduates, you have something called as IES, Indian Engineering Services. So even you can prepare for that. That will ask you questions from your engineering. Whereas if you go for IAS, that will be general examination, which will be asking questions from your all the domains, not from engineering, from your like your science, math, and social science, whatever you studied till your 10th standard, and even beyond that. So UPSC is for getting selected in the Public Service Commission. That is another examination. So after talking about all these things, after talking about all these examinations, what you can write, I have almost come to the end of my lecture, whatever I've thought of talking to you. And I believe that by this last 45 minutes of my session, you would have at least got some idea about what are the opportunities you have and how to make yourself employable. Once again, I want to say that the proficiency in language, that is the communication skills, and having good skills in computer, these two are mandatory for doing anything in life. So start working on that, and then only you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. So before winding off, I like to say you something about a guy, about a person who was not able to speak until he was 4 years old. And his teachers at school itself, they've always said him, you won't be able to do anything in life. So he was always neglected in the school. So it's like he was good for nothing at school. And this guy, this person, was Albert Einstein, the Nobel Prize winner. So what I'm coming to say that even if you feel low or you feel depressed sometimes that no, I'm not that good, never be in that mentality. Wonders can always happen. You just need to work hard and be dedicated. So anyone who starts thinking that I can do something good in my life, I want to work for it, you can achieve it. Not only that, I will give one more example to you. The parents of this guy told him that you are too stupid to learn anything. Very stupid you are. And this guy was later called as Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, who was an inventor of bulb and DC current, he was very stupid in his school life, but definitely as he went ahead, today he is famous in the world. So never give up, never worry about the failure, always keep on working hard, and then you will achieve success in your life. So with this, let me wind off my session, and I hope that you have enjoyed it, and I hope that you have got something from this session of last 40-45 minutes. So I wanted to just tell you about what are the chances of increasing the employability, and I think I could put myself clearly that how you can become more employable. So thank you very much, everyone who gave me this opportunity to come and talk to you. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful speech. And it's really impressive and very informative, sir. And we sure that our students learn something through this presentation. And yes, sir, our students are ready with some questions to ask to you, sir. Shall we
Please,
go
please,
on?
ma'am.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. No issues.
Vignesh, you can ask your question now. Sir, all of the students can't use their mic, so Vignesh is a representative. He will ask you the questions from the students, sir.
Okay, ma'am. No issues.
Vignesh, you're not audible now.
Yeah, not audible to me.
Louder, Vignesh.
We can even put in the chat box, I think.
Yes, Vignesh, you can put your question in the chat box so I can see. So let me ask the first question from one of our students. He asked like we heard GATE is a very difficult exam as like NEET. Is it possible to crack it in the first attempt itself?
Which exam, ma'am?
GATE.
GATE.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So GATE is an examination. I will say, very frankly, I'm saying it is one of the easiest examination what you can write in your career. So if you are good at engineering, like you are in first year now, when you go ahead, when you go to your second year, third year, fourth year, if you are good at your subject, for example, you are studying ECE or CSE, if you are just good at your subject and studying it deeply, referring some good books, not depending only on the notes and not depending only upon the local author books, if you read some good books, definitely when you are in the first attempt of your gate, you can clear it off very easily. So like I did my gate. I wrote my gate in 2013, and immediately, like the moment I finished my engineering, the time I wrote, I got selected. It's not like I studied very hard for that, but I was always sticking to my subjects. I was I did not study anything extra. I just studied what was there in the syllabus properly, and that could help me to crack gate. So yeah. So Vignesh is asking how to overcome our insecurities while we are presenting ourselves in front of people. So see, yeah, this is a very good question what he's asking. So whenever we are presenting ourselves, when we are talking in forum, when people are listening to us, then we have a hesitation, we have a shyness or insecurity that what I'm going to speak, whether it will be good to speak or not, whether whatever I'm going to speak, whether I'll be able to present myself good or not. That is always an insecurity. So one thing, Vignesh, what I will suggest you, first thing is whenever you're going to present yourself in front of people, suppose like in college they will be giving an opportunity, come and present seminar. These kind of opportunities will be there. Always take that opportunity by volunteering yourself. First thing. Next thing, when you are standing in front of people and you are speaking, you need to be very confident, and that confidence will come when you are doing some back work in the sense, when you are preparing for this lecture what you're going to give, you need to, since you are the very beginner, you need to read it, and you need to practice in front of yourself, like in front of a mirror, or sit and just speak loudly and just check whether you're audible or not, check whether you are confident or not. Practice like this 3 4 times, and always utilize the opportunity. Whenever you are getting a chance to speak in front of people, you stand up and speak. That is very important. Willingness to stand, willingness to come up is very important. Many of you, I said in the beginning also, you may be knowing, but you will be shy to stand up. There will be some insecurity. Why shall I? It will be like, what if I am wrong? That kind of thing, you never bother about right or wrong. Be bold, stand and say, yes, sir, this is the answer. It may be wrong, no issues, but have the boldness of speaking. That is what is required if you want to present in front of other people yourself. I hope I could answer your question, Vignesh.
Yes, sir. Thank you for replying, sir. And you just filled up a session with a lot of information and advices to enhance our students' knowledge. And we really
Thank you.
thank you for that once again, sir. And yes, sir, we had a great time of learning with you, sir. And you told like many things about soft skill development, how to develop your communication skill, and how to apart from academics, you have to learn many things like that you told many things. It's very informative, sir. And I hope our students set you as an example or as a like
Sure,
example for
sure,
them,
sure.
sir. Yeah, thank you.
I hope they do
And
good.
yes, sir.
I hope they do good and they do good in their life.
Yes, sir. So I hope they will set you as a role model hereafter after hearing your story. Okay, sir. I want to thank you once again for spending your valuable time with us, sir. And I would like to invite Kavya from first year to give the vote of thanks, sir. Kavya, I can start it now. Kavya, start to speak. You're visible. But you're not audible, dear. Be louder. So is she audible to you? Okay, sir. I think she's having some network issues. Let me finish with her.
No problem, no
So,
problem.
yes. So, very good note to all. I feel so obliged to deliver my vote of thanks for this event to all dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank our chief guest who honored this function with his inspirational thought. And I would like to thank our management, principal sir, and other staff members for their best to make it this as a successful thing. And last but not least, my dear students, for making this function a grand success. Once again, I like to thank on all present here. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you for coming. And thank you so much, sir, for making your time to meet
No,
us.
thank you, thank you.